Hello everybody, it's BWildcat2 here. Welcome back to episode number 25. We're a quarter of the way to 100 episodes here in the Big Troll Coaching Carousel here in NCAA Football 13. We are in week 14, and this is the recruiting update for week 14. You remember last week we have a bunch of prospects actually this week that are visiting because this will be our last home game of the year. Nice win last week against the Texas Longhorns, and they ranked us at number 1 in the country after beating the Longhorns. I was surprised. Georgia lost and Oklahoma won. Oklahoma was ranked ahead of us, but they stay at number 2 coming into this game on the road against us at home, and we take over the number 1 ranking. Both teams will be 10-1 coming into this game, as we're going to scout Jay Greer here, and it's going to be a great one. I can't wait till tomorrow to see how that game turns out, but anyway, the anticipation must be killing you, so anyway, I'll try to talk about something other than the game, but we are 95% of the way scouted on Jay Greer, and we have all these prospects that are going to visit us this week, so hopefully I'm hoping we have a great game against the Sooners so that we can get some of these prospects to commit because they see what we're doing and hope that we will be able to continue it on in the future. Ian Davis is going to be at gym. He's a 77 after scouting. That's +7. If we can steal him away from the Longhorns, which after our win against them last week, we might have something to use against them. As you see, we're still 580 points behind, but you know, anything is possible, especially if he doesn't commit right now, like before the season ends. If we can get him in the offseason, that would be fantastic. Now we're going to scout Brandon Morse, who 52% of the way scouted is an 81 +1 overall, but I bet you that's going to change. And it does. It's a 79 -1 through 100% of the way scouted. So he, instead of going up 1, goes down 1. The receiver from Preen, Louisiana. He's got Texas on his board. We're 5th behind them. So anyway, guys, we're going to talk to Jay Greer, and I'm going to talk about my topic now. So you guys can obviously tell from the length of the video that we have a lot of prospects to talk to, and we got to get them all situated and visited and hopefully have a great game. But I decided to talk a little bit about what I hope NCAA 14 brings as far as the new trailer they brought a few weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to talk about the trailer because when I did that commentary, the trailer hadn't come out yet. It came out just after I recorded that commentary, actually. So some of these I do in advance. In fact, I'm doing this the Saturday before you see this on Thursday. So I've got if you're actually listening right now, I've got week 14 done. I just need to do the commentary on it. I'll probably do it right after this, so I know what happens, but you don't, so I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything. You're just going to have to wait till tomorrow, and I know the anticipation will kill you guys, so make sure you stay alive and listen. But anyway, I'm pre-recording this, but by now I am done with school, so I am going to be graduating. When you see it, this will be Thursday, so I'll be graduating in 6 days, next Wednesday, the 12th. And, it's going to be different for me, especially since I'm going to be heading off to college. I'm not going to have as much time to do YouTube videos. And since I've noticed that a lot of you guys, if you're even watching this, well, flat out don't watch these anymore. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that support me by subscribing to me, but I've noticed that there's been, you guys just don't watch my videos that I post anymore, and I mean, it doesn't make me upset or anything. It's just, I've asked myself this a couple of times, and I've had people tell me this in the comments before too as well, and I've talked a lot with Orland's operator, and I've gotten his opinion, and I've had my opinion on this subject for a while. So I think what I'm going to have to do is once I head off to college, I'm going to have to call it quits with YouTube. Now I'll leave my channel alone, and I will like I said, I'll leave my channel alone. You can watch any of my videos, but unless I get out of once I graduate college or something, I'm gonna have to stop, because I'm gonna, I mean, YouTube is fun and all while it lasts, but at some point you've got to grow up and realize that there are more things in the world than just doing YouTube videos. And this has been great practice for me. I've enjoyed doing these commentaries because they have prepared me, or I hope they've prepared me for doing sports broadcasting stuff, which is what I hope, which is going to be my major. I'm going to TCU in 2 years. I've got it all planned out. I'm going to start off at a community college and then transfer in 2 years. And I'm just hold on, I've got a cough. Okay, sorry about that. I had to cough, but I've got it all planned out, and doing these commentaries really has prepared me, I hope, for live sports broadcasting and doing games. Like I've also been doing our the radio, or not the radio. I've been helping out. I did the the public address announcing for our school's baseball team during their regular season before they made it to the playoffs, and that was fun. That helped me out as well. There's doing this has really helped me out, though. I was watching some of my old videos the other day, and when you, as it is with any commentator, if you see their older videos, you can really tell that how much they've come along since those old videos. So it's gonna be bittersweet for me because I'm upset that I'm gonna have to stop YouTube, but it's got to happen at some point. I probably won't. I don't know if I'll get NCAA 14 and start doing commentaries on it, since I'll be going off to college. I might get it and play it, but not post it. Maybe live stream it. That probably what I'll be doing a lot this summer, is trying to finish up series as quickly as I can and call it quits, you guys. Because honestly, if nobody even watches the videos that I make anymore, then why should I continue to make them? And I think that now would be a great opportunity for me. I mean, I'm not putting it off. I mean, I don't want to go pull a Blinkfro where I post the video every 3 months and say I'm trying to post more, and I've just got to find time, which is full of bullshit. So I probably will I'll just leave my channel alone. You can watch all my videos that you want, but I won't make any new ones unless I decide to pick up doing YouTube right after I finish college. So if you have any thoughts on that, you can leave them in the comment section below, but I'll talk about my next topic here in just a second, as we're going to go talk to Brent Dixon here in the video if you're not watching, which you may not be. So I was half tempted, honestly, to start off this video with "What's up, Orleans operator Juniper Gaming," and anybody else who accidentally clicked on this video, but as humorous as I am sometimes, it's actually kind of true, and I'm sad to say that. I mean, I've worked to build my subscriber base, and I mean, if you guys watch the videos, I mean, I really do love you guys for supporting me, the ones that do, and you know who you are. You guys are the ones that always tweet me with your likes to the videos. You always tweet me or comment on the videos saying that you're doing a great job. I mean, I'm happy to say that those guys are doing a great job, and that those are the real true subscribers. I mean, if you're just going to subscribe to me just to not even watch my video, then why even subscribe? I mean, subscriber base is just a number. The only reason you should subscribe to a person, in my opinion, is so that you get a notification saying, this person's great, I want to know whenever they make a new video. So you get a notification saying, oh, they've made a new video. And what's the purpose of doing that if you don't even go check out that new video? That's just my thoughts on the topic. You can leave your comments on that below, and I'll jump into the next topic before I go into a rant. So hold on a minute, guys. I just realized that I had said that I was going to start talking about my hopes for NCAA 14, and then I talked about my YouTube, so I guess I'll devote this part of the video to talking about NCAA 14. So A lot of the parts of the trailer have come out that makes it look like it's going to be a better game. The recruiting is going to be much more simple than this. They're probably, if I did do more of these videos, it would not be as long as these were, because I didn't really want to edit these, because I wanted you to see what I was putting how I was using my time, and how I was like getting with these recruits, and I felt they should be a separate video, and I wasn't the only one in thinking that, so apparently recruiting is not going to be you call the person, you get this amount of hours to call. You get depending upon what school you are, you have a certain amount of points that you can use on calling recruit or not scouting. You have a certain amount of points that you can devote to a player, and by devoting that amount to a player, you can either stay on their good side, like you can remain in their cut for committing to your school, or you can fall and miss the cut and lose out on that prospect. It just all depends on how many points you're willing to spend on that one prospect. So like, it's almost like how much time are you going to devote to that one person. So basically, it's just a different, simpler version for all the new gamers to the NCAA series. So I think that it's going to be a good addition. I'm interested to, or I'm excited to see how it's going to play out. But I'm kind of worried that it will be too easy if you're playing an online dynasty to pick a great team and have more time or more points to spend than if someone wanted to play as Old Dominion or South Georgia, or not South Georgia, Georgia State or South Alabama, I believe are those new teams in. And so it would be too easy if for the ones that, if you're playing an online dynasty, for someone who wants to rebuild and get those prospects instead, or it would be too easy for those who pick the great teams that have a lot of points to use, instead of the ones that are trying to build up their team and need those recruits more than just the beastly teams that already are stacked at positions. So that's just my thoughts on the topic, and with 2 guys left to call, I'll pick up the video here. We're talking to Brandon Morse, the receiver from Louisiana, who has us, I think he has us 5th on his board. We're behind Louisiana, or Texas, LSU, and West Virginia. So we're going to try to make up that ground, especially since we beat Texas last week. So you see right here, we are 5th behind Texas, Louisiana State, West Virginia, Mississippi State, and then we're ahead of a couple of other schools. I didn't really see who that we are ahead of, but he's a possession receiver, and we're going to try to get him. I doubt we'll get him, but it would be nice if we could at least make it respectable, pull it closer, and maybe convince him that Texas is not going to be the best place to go. So as we come in on our last topic here, we gain about 24 interest on that. Overall, we gain 323 interest, and Texas loses about, I'd say, maybe 210, 220, something like that. Now we have a 2-star center here from Andersonville, Texas, Taylor Pittman, a 52 overall it looks like. I don't know how he is, or we're 640 points. We're in last place on this guy. But you never know about recruiting. You can be in last place one week and then jump up to 4th place or 3rd place the very next week. So it all depends on how the recruits go as to how they feel about a certain school, and if they want to give them any time of day to try to talk to them. So as we come up nearing the end of this one, we're going to promise him a game in his home state, since we play in Texas. Our home is Texas, and we'll play Texas teams in Texas. So Anyway, that we gained about 358 interest from Mr. Taylor Pittman, and that'll do it for recruiting for week 14. So tomorrow, the biggest game of the year, 1 versus 2 for the BCS. Will both teams make it to a BCS bowl game? If so, who will be going up for that national championship? Come back tomorrow, find out. It'll be a great one against Oklahoma. I know it will, and you're going to have to wait and see how good it is. See you guys.